In 1969, we were trying to grow our hair out. They they had no hair. It was a time. It was unexplicable. I was so freaked out. I was from that situation that I thought it was not real. So I walked to the devotees, and I walked to the door so close, I guess the devotees were afraid. So I just did that and said, like, are you real? I mean, crud, So I was so intoxicated, but at the same time, my mind was blown. So they were chanting, so I just kept staring at them like, and I couldn't move. So my friend said, "Hey, come on, leave these people alone. Let's go." I said, "Are you seeing this?" I said, "Come on with me." Then I just walked away. But it took me a couple of years to digest that stuff. So when I saw Srila Prabhupada, there was no word to explain, because after watching the devotees chanting for a couple of years in '69 and '70, and in '71 I just started practicing yoga and chanting Hare Krishna. But I never thought for one moment that I would never become a devotee. I didn't know what a devotee was. I mean, I saw the devotees shaved hair with beautiful flowing bed sheets, and I said to myself, wow, they went to the extreme. They lost it, that was. But I just, I'm to become a yogi and do some meditation, and I'll see God in a few years. But so I just kept meditation, and they showed me how to chant Hare Krishna. And then when I remember Rameshwar said, he said, "Have you ever been to the temple?" I said, "What temple?" I said, "Wait a minute. All this time you never went to the temple?" I said, "What temple?" So it took a long time. I went to the temple. When I turned, I was driving down Venice, and I turned onto Watsika. And that was the identical experience that I had in 1969 when I turned at that corner. See the devotees chanting? When I turned there on the Watsika, and there was about 200 or 300 Hare Krishnas. And my mind said, I found the source. These people were I had to sit in that shop for about an hour. I was just staring. I said, wow, this is where they were coming from. They were coming from here. And my life was never the same after that. I was like, wow. So how devotees, they try to keep you. I said, well, I just wanted to check it out. I'm gone. He said, but when you go, that's what? I'm going to hop in my car and leave. He said, wait. I said, he said, I remember he said, what are you going to do with your car? I'm going home. I said, well, look. He said, you can't drive to the spiritual world. That statement hit me so hard. Like, I said, oh, wow. So I figured I had to give up the car. I wanted to go to the spiritual world. They got my mind so jacked up now. Yeah, I want to go. I want to leave the spiritual. Yeah, when you do the car, and you can't drive it. You have to leave. So my life began at that time, you know. But when I joined, I went to the temple. I joined at the Spiritual Sky warehouse, where we're, you know, making incense. Those days were very unique. Those days, but to see Prabhupada, you have to realize you're coming from the ghetto to the spiritual world. That was a long journey, you know. I remember when we were talking about the Vietnam. I'm saying, I cannot go. They gave me a letter to say, you got to report. I said, I can't go there. You know what? If I join, and they said attention, and they give me a gun, I say I'm going to kill somebody. Bam, just for forcing me to come in here. But some of my Christians arranged it. You know, I didn't have to do what other devotees doing. Devotees were going with Krishna books, and were going. I mean, pamphlets at the time. They were reading about, well, Krishna, you know, he killed the ash demon, and the people at the office, like, first what is Krishna? And Krishna's a demon, ash demon. And so they said, oh yeah, this guy is, okay, you out. So I realized, you can get out of the war just talking about Krishna. Everybody was doing this, well, Krishna, Narada Muni was floating with a Venus, and he was going to planet to planet, and so the hardcore materialists, they were like, you go that way, go out that door over there. And so
just one thing, rectify and misinterpret. Not all first-generation devotees were refugees from the Vietnam War. We were, but not all. Just wanted to make sure you got that.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them. But anyway. But that was a time that was very weird. And like you said, Prabhupada came and he just he saved us from a fate that we couldn't deal with. You know, I had the war, the society, the civil rights. I mean, it was a mess. So when I was chanting, Haribo, there was a lot of things from that word, Haribo, because I had to give up. I'm so madness in my mind. And when it's easy when you have no to escape from. We escape the material world into the spiritual atmosphere. But when you're young, we had to fight to be a devotee. Just like you remember the fights? We said, I want to be a devotee. Next thing you know, you are accosted by somebody. You were looking for peach and cream to say, chant Hare Krishna. They want to kill you, get rid of you. They didn't like the devotees at that time. In the early 60s, they were like bewildered by the devotees. Oh, wow, how these guys go crazy, you know. But in